Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC on the macro scale once again. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about the WXYXZ correction on from 14K, and we also discussed the WXYX correction from 20K area. So just to repeat, just to recap what we talked about last time, we got a WXY correction on the macro scale from 20K to 3K all the way up to 14K, and we're looking for another move down to 0.618 Fibonacci retracement of the macro scale, right? It could be anywhere around this level, but it is too soon to talk about this move to the downside. We're just going to focus on the directional move. So basically on the macro scale, the WXY correction we looking for, it is still basically playing, okay? It is still playing out, and that's the range we're looking for our WXYXZ correction, right? So WXY correction, and we're going to be looking for the WXYXZ correction from the 14K area. So the 14K area, since like BTC was at 14K, we've been talking about this correction move, right? So it is becoming more complex over and over again, right? So so what do we got right now? So we got a clean move of a three-way move down. This is our W, right? And we got our X, we got this Y correction, and we were anticipating this Y to drop all the way down to like a 2K level, but BTC decided to give us another X. What is an X? An X, it is nothing but another reversal pattern to try to retest the previous top. Okay, if you don't break the previous top, you just call it another X, right? If you don't break the previous top, you just call it another X. So we did not break the previous top. We talked about it when BTC was like a 6K level. We said, we can go all the way up to 10.5. I'm not even sure if we're going to break 10.5, right? But we can possibly retest 10.5 before trying to basically capitulate down to our Z correction, which is also the Y correction of the macro scale. All right, so I just cannot keep talking about the macro scale Y correction because it is already there. We know we got a very high probability of retesting this Y correction. So I'm just going to focus on this WXYXZ correction from basically 14K level, right? So what are we looking for, at least for the short term, right? So we're looking for this move to be our X. Okay, we did not know how high this X can go, right? Because this X, like I said, okay, it can even be like it could possibly go all the way up to 12K, right? If it goes to 12K, it's not going to change anything about the structure, right? It's just going to be a 1X, not like 2X, but it's just going to be a 1X. So, but I don't expect like BTC to go to 12K, but we're going to discuss like within the next few weeks or so on to see like what type of rejection we're going to get and what type of support we could be looking for, from this retracement down to 0.618 to 50% pullback, right? So, but as of now, I'm assuming we double tap, right? You could call it double tap. We did not basically retest 10.5, and we were never able to close above 10.5. I mentioned it on my previous update. I said it like last time we closed above 10.5 was like August 20, just by July 29th, 2019, right? That 2019, that's the last time we were able to close above 10.5. So closing above 10.5 was very, very crucial if you watch my previous analysis. So it is very, very important right now to be able to forecast, being able to basically anticipate like some further move to the downside from this level of 10.5. But bears, basically they just have to be very cautious and try to basically keep the price away from this level. Like I said, we can still, okay, bulls, if they want to, they can still go all the way up to 12K. It's not going to change anything about the structure. Once again, even if like bears come out with a very big volume within the next few weeks and try to push the price up to like a 14K and get rejected at 11.5 to 12K, it's not going to change anything about the macro structure. The macro structure, we have to break 14K, Okay, we have to break 12 to 14k with a very big volume and try to break 20k in order to say like, hey, we're in the bull run. All right, so and we could be looking for like a 200,000 300,000 BTC and stuff like that. But as of now, we could be looking for 1% of that. All right, we could be dropping like all the way down to this level of 0.618. So I don't want to discuss like just about what type of a correction we could be making in this area, because the type of correction we could make like multiple corrections. All right, on our way down we could be making a descending triangle, a falling wedge, a straight capitulation. We just don't know as of now. We just don't know, but we know the directional move. That's the most important. We don't need to know what type of correction we're going to be making. We just need to know like price gonna drop within this level. That's the only thing we need to know. And within the lower degree we can play basically play the in and out and stuff like that, right? So now let's take a look at the MACD. So MACD, once again, the most important time frame on the MACD right now, it is basically the 5-day chart, right? So if you take a look at the 5-day chart, we basically been making a clean high lows right in this area. So it is pretty clean since like basically December 2018, October 2018 actually. Okay, it is very, very crucial. Like we bottomed just about like a December, that was actually December 15, 2018, right? We got another low just about like a mid December 2019, and then we also got another low just about like a late March 2020. So it is very crucial. If we break this level, of basically this level of support on the MACD 5-day chart, we could be looking for a possible divergence just like this. All right, so what does it mean? Okay, it means like price, okay, that's going to be our newer target right there. Price going to be making this move to the downside, right? And MACD price going to be making this move to the downside, right? It could be any type of structure. I'm just speculating in terms of like a directional move. And MACD going to be finding a double bottom support on the 5-day chart. It is very, very crucial to pay attention to this 5-day chart MACD. I said it when BC was at 10.5. We're going to need our MACD basically to give us this divergence for us to be pushing to the upside, right? So let's pay clear attention to our MACD and a possible capitulation. This type of a structure I showed you guys multiple times. It is whenever you see it, right, it is a capitulation move. So I'm gonna give you another example of this stock. All right, so you got similar structure. I showed you this structure before, right, when BTC was going up, right? And I was like, you can see like this stock is called Huntsman, right? The type of structure it made, okay, a clean 3-way move. And what we did next, right, we basically capitulated down. So BTC is basically repeating the same structure as basically this flat correction. So we could be anticipating some further sell-off from BTC, regardless of what type of volume we're going to be getting within the next few weeks, right? At least for the short term. Another aspect we wanted to focus on is like our RSI on the weekly time frame. It is very important, right? I showed you RSI on 5-day chart, how the RSI, on the 12-hour last time, right, before the push to the upside. So RSI and price, they're moving in perfect harmony, right? You can see RSI is making lower highs, right? Price is making what? Lower highs. So they both moving they both moving together. So, and it is a very strong statement in terms of like a bearish structure. So we don't have any sort of divergence, okay? We don't have any sort of divergence, at least for the short term. But one thing we do not want to do, as if you're bullish, we just don't want to see like a BC breaking out for the bullish case, right, and double top, and RSI gonna break this trend line slowly. That's gonna be very, very, very bullish, right? So it is something like we need to keep in mind, at least for the short term, right? So RSI and price, basically they're confirming like we could be tapping out, lower highs both on price and RSI is very, very important. So I'm going to show you on the 12-hour time frame once again. A couple of weeks ago when RSI was basically making this move, right? We said BTC was just about this level. Okay, that was like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, if BTC going to be retesting this trend line, right, most likely price going to be retesting, because price moving faster, price going to be making a high highs, and the RSI going to be making high highs, and your MACD going to be doing the same exact thing. It is going to be very, very bullish. And if you pay the clear attention, I said it cleanly, right? So if MACD going to be double tapping, most likely it's going to break this level, and once it breaks it, we want to get this divergence. If you guys remember, I was saying like we're going to need this divergence from the MACD, okay? And we did get that divergence, because you know it's not that clean actually. All right, it's not a clean divergence, it is just a double, you could call it a double tap, and price was pretty much stronger than MACD. All right, so it is very critical as of now in terms of like these divergences and you know, price action on the RSI on the weekly time frame, also making basically lower high on the RSI. In terms of trend lines, as you can see, we basically holding very, very strong, right, in this level. So we just need to break it, guys, if for the bearish setup. So I don't be too bearish as of now until we basically break this level. It is a very strong you know, statement in terms of a bullish uptrend. As long as we do not break this level, we can still basically retest the top. Okay, we can still retest like a 10.1 to 10.5 level before basically capitulating down. I would just be very cautious, even though the volume on 12-hour volume is incredible on Bybit, right? It is Bybit. I'm gonna check it on Bitstamp and basically Binance. But the 12-hour time frame, right, volume is incredible. Why it is so incredible? I said it multiple times. Okay, the top formation volume has to basically be greater than your bottom formation volume. I said it when BTC was at 14K. I said it when BTC was at 14K. We said this volume we got, it is pretty much very big. It doesn't matter which exchange you use. It was extremely high. That was like when BTC dropped from like a almost 14K to 10.5 level. Okay, so it was very high. Now we get like we got similar structure. Okay, we got similar structure. As you can see, the capitulation we got from like a 8K level down to like a 4K. The current volume we got is even bigger. Okay, it is even bigger. So it is a very, very strong statement, at least for the short term, right? So let's pay attention to our volume. So next thing up, right, next thing we want to talk about, it is like we're going to go on Binance and we're going to take a look at the volume. So on Binance, the volume is not that incredible, right? So we might wait for further sell-off to come from like this, you know, the actual downtrend. It is holding very strong, and basically our 21 EMA, I mentioned it last time, our 21 EMA, we said we're going to be basically looking for support just about the 21 EMA. So we're going to need to break also the 21 EMA. It is very, very crucial right now, guys, to be able to break this 21 EMA. It is currently just about 85.51, and we also got to be able to break this trend line. If the bears, you know, if the bears are able to do that, right, we most likely going to see like a further continuation. It doesn't mean like we cannot move sideways, make a bear flag, all of that good stuff, but it, you know, the most important thing is like, you know, we broke the trend line, at least for the short term, right? So that's all I wanted to cover today. Make sure basically to hit the like, subscribe, make sure to join our public Telegram group. If you want to join our premium group, make sure to send me a message once you join our public Telegram group. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.